seen a story like this on the news or maybe even experienced it yourself?
With polarizing situations, both globally and locally, arguments on social media happen every day. So how can we remain friends with people whom we disagree?
Some tips this morning from our relationship guru, Dr. Kirsten Linseal. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is very timely because we have a very politically charged social media platform right now, and everyone is, posting about one candidate or the other or the issues, and this is can be a real problem for family members if they actually start getting into it on social media.
Right, exactly. And the problem with social media is that we, as human beings, we weren't created to communicate digitally, and so the problem is that when we're not seeing each other face to face, there's a huge body of research that shows us that when we're not communicating face to face, we can be much more rude, we can be much more aggressive, and it can be a lot harder to actually have a good conversation about something.
Well, and there's so much content on social media too, whether it's a graphic or a picture somebody created or a meme, you can just share it without even really understanding the issue or what the point is making, so everybody feels like they have an opinion to share.
Exactly. And I mean, I think that the stuff about being able to share stuff is fine. The problem comes, as far as I'm concerned, when we start arguing directly with someone who has a different point of view than we do. Because when you're doing it over social media, and even if you pay attention, even if you use emoticons or you're trying to pay attention to tone, the fact is we cannot reproduce what we're actually seeing when we're together in person.
One of the things that you say that research tells us is that the internet can be a little bit like an echo chamber. You find the things that you definitely agree with, but also maybe the opposite too, where you seek out the opposite of your opinion.
Well, the interesting thing, and I have to tell you that when I read this research, I was like, oh no, I'm really I'm even keeled, and I think about things, and those things are true, and yet the truth is that we seek out opinions that are like ours. We seek out things that are they're gonna support our perspective on things, and that's a really troubling. That's just a fact about how humans operate.
We see people arguing with strangers, people they don't even know on Facebook, but it can become a big problem if this is your friend or your family member.
Exactly. And so one of the things that I say, and I say this when I have arguing couples in my therapy office too, I say, just let's pause, right? And everybody has to pay attention to your physiological things that happen to you physically when you get angry. So you get hot, like the phrase hot with rage. Our temperature rises if the hair rises on the back of your neck, if you start to feel like, you just want to yell. Those are all indications that you're getting angry. And so if you read a post and that you have those reactions and you're like, oh, I'm going to say this, pause before you hit send, right?
That's a good idea.
Actually typing it or writing it, that's fine. The problem comes when you send it, because we can always decide later to send something. We cannot unsend something.
And you say one of the things that can help you make that decision is thinking about, would you want this broadcast to everyone?
Exactly. So whatever, sort of like the front page of the Star Tribune or the New York Times, if you feel like your post broadcast to everybody would not embarrass you or make you feel bad, then go ahead. But if you have some qualms, then I strongly recommend that you just think a little bit more about it before you send it.
Is there any benefit to talking to someone face to face about some of these issues?
Yes, very much so. Because what happens is you'll see, when you say something, you'll see their face react. When we say something that's challenging or perhaps a little aggressive, you'll see people look alarmed. And that automatically will start, no matter how empathetic we actually are as people, there is an empathy reflex, and we will be hit by that. And you don't see that when you're texting or when you're on social media, when you're through typing.
And you have some ideas to help people through maybe that phone call or that conversation in person. You say the first one is to really listen to their point of view.
Yes. So just like say everybody gets like 5 minutes to explain where they're coming from. So you do that, and then you get to explain, right? So that's. And hopefully your friend also,
and
or
you say
family member listens.
calmly and respectfully.
Calmly and respectfully, right? And then if you cannot change each other's minds, which again is also, research shows that actually doesn't happen all that often, then simply agreeing to disagree. What you're doing there is you are making the relationship, the friendship, the family relationship more important than the content of something you're disagreeing with. And that's the important part. To say, I value our friendship more than I value these differences, that's when you can save the relationship. And if not, then you're headed for more trouble.
And your final point is this friendship worth it? And just quickly, I think your main point is that it's okay to disagree with your friends.
Yes, absolutely. But it's how you manage that, right? And understanding that arguing over Facebook really is probably not going to lead to anything. It's harder to do in person, but at least then you have a chance of reconciling or really spending time understanding where the other person's coming from.
Really awesome points. And like you said, Kylie, very timely for this day and age. Thank you so much for coming in.
You are very welcome. Thank you.